Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Sword of CONVALLARIA video, and today we're going to do the Light Spender's Guide to Sword of CONVALLARIA. There is plenty of content out there focused on free-to-play players. There's also a lot of people that are whales that spend several hundred to several $1,000s on the game. This video is not for either of those people, but there's a lot of folks who have 50, 60 bucks to spend. Maybe you're free-to-play right now, but you're really liking the game, you want to support the devs. Let me show you where to put your money to get the most bang for your buck, and there's a pretty easy metric to base this on, and it's like a well-established metric in the gacha community right now, in my opinion. So let's jump in game. I will also show you everything I've bought and tell you if I think I made a good choice, because I consider myself not a whale in this game, but somebody who has spent, I think I've spent just over $100. Okay, first of all, the cornucopia pass is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. These cornucopia weapons are well worth having. You get to select one of those by hitting level 25 in here if you have the pass. And as you get this thing deeper and deeper, not only are you earning more Hope Luck sites along the way, but look at this. If you just have the free version of this pass, you get one legendary trinket, like at level 35. If you have the paid version, you get 3. These are random, so the chances of getting like exactly the one you want are pretty rare from here, but you have 3 times more chances, or 3 times more chances right here at rank 35, and then that happens again over here at rank 50, where you get 5 more of them. I think that is probably the best value part of this, because legendary gear is something you're going to want, and you're going to want dupes of eventually down the line. So I do think the summer break cornucopia rewards battle pass well worth buying. I also purchased the Cole's Afternoon Pass. Now, this is not one I was going to get originally. However, I pulled Cole by accident when I was pulling for Barrel, and Cole is busted. Like, Cole is an insanely good character in this game, and this pass comes with a skin, which I actually don't use because I like the regular skin better, but it comes with weapons, legendary weapons that are really good for Cole, and it comes with a random Terra Whisper, which I ended up hitting a good one, and a piece of legendary gear that's really good for Cole. So I actually think like this is a very targeted way to spend your money if you are using the unit that's on this, because I'm sure we're going to get a lot more versions of this. So Cole's Promise, I think if you have Cole, if you're playing Cole and you're going to lean into Cole, I would do this, but it's not necessarily the best value out there. It's just a way of taking RNG out of the game for a unit that you might be using, and the rewards are pretty dang good as you go through here, including that same thing I was talking to you about before, but this time with Terra Whispers instead of trinkets, where you get more random opportunities at potentially getting some that you like. So that's my thought on the Cole one. Now let's jump into the shop. The first thing here is I bought all of the featured packs, and that was the biggest no-brainer in this game. Every single one of those was super worth the value. Like, just auto buy those if you're a low spender in the game. Now, unfortunately, I can't look at them because since I bought all 3, it took it away, which I wish it wouldn't have for a content creator. But let me tell you how I judge the value of something. If you go to the purchase tab, what you're buying with real money is astral gems. Now, if you're pulling and have astral gems in your inventory, here's the big tip I'm going to give you for a light spender, what not to do. Do not pull with astral gems and let it just auto convert 1-to-1, because that's the base conversion. What the game tries to do is convert every astral gem you have into 1 Hope Luck site, but that is terrible value. That's terrible value. It's literally like bottom tier value, because you can see right here with the baseline for what I consider good value, and this isn't even great value, this is just okay good value, is 2-to-1, because you can trade your astral gems 2-to-1 for Hope Luck sites right here. Like if I want to take 3280 of my astral gems, I could get 3280 Hope Luck site plus an additional 3280 one time. This is the well-established thing in gacha games, and it's thanks to Hoyoverse. Hoyo does this, like they don't release these very much, and they should release them more, but Hoyo does this for like your first purchase bonus on their currency, and you can see that Sword of CONVALLARIA is doing that as well. So this is like baseline good value. However, there is better value out there for your money. If you're a really light spender, I think there's better things to get than this. Namely, all the stuff I just mentioned, like the featured pack stuff and the cornucopia Yes, I got the name right. The cornucopia. Those are better. There are more though, and sometimes it depends on exactly what you want. So if we look through the rest of the shop, I want to start with the Memento pack. This featured weapon meteor line is amazing. It's 300 of your astral gems and you get the meteor line. Again, there's no RNG here. And one thing I have found is that gacha players will pay a little bit of money to remove RNG from annoying systems in the game or to guarantee themselves a character. I bet you that character selector in the featured shop has been the most purchased thing in this game so far. This is a great bow. This is a great bow and you could just get it for 300. If you think about that, like, that's infinitely better than pulling in the weapon gacha and in way better than just hoping you chance your way into one. So I like this a lot. Remember, you need a lot of dupes. You need 5 of these to like actually max this thing out. Here's a really cheap and easy way to get one, especially if you're playing like Fake-Hal or any other archer. I think this is a nice little bow right there. Now, the rest of the Memento pack, not as great. One thing I think the game has massively overpriced is Castalias. You do get a few of these by playing the game. Not nearly enough to be going in there and like hitting every units, all of their things. But right here, if you look, you're only getting 300 Hope Luxites here for 980 of your, what do they call them? Astral gems. That is less, that's a 1/3 to 1. It's less than 1/3 to 1. And remember, 2 to 1 is what I consider good. So this pack is claiming that this is 18% off and it's trying to make up for that value with Castalia. I don't think this is worth it. I think you skip that pack. The advanced weapon pack, same kind of thing here. I think they're really overvaluing a random legendary weapon. If this was a select legendary weapon, I might feel differently about it, but you're only getting 10 secret fates here. And I think with a gacha game, pulling on the gacha is value. There's money there and people like to spend to pull. Here, you are spending more than 2 pulls worth of just 1-to-1 Stellar Jade, right? Or Stellar Jade, Jesus. 1-to-1 Astral Gems. Oh boy, that's going to happen a few times. Anyway, you're spending more than a 1-to-1 clip and you're only getting 1,500 worth of pulls and a random legendary weapon. Now you do get this stuff for free and this is nice stuff to have, but this is not a select weapon. It's random. I think you dodge that one. I think the same thing here. This is literally the exact same pack. Don't buy those. I think those are not. Now, if you're a whale, that's why this video ain't for whales. Whales are going to do what they do. Okay, the promotion packs are better, but again, it's only 90 to 60 as an exchange rate. It's not 2 to 1. So I have dodged the promotional packs because you could just get better value than that in the purchase tab right here, just trading 2 to 1. And since you're not a whale, if you're watching this video, you're a light spender, you're not going to end up using up all of these probably. So I would make sure that this is the worst value that you get is right here. And so far, those promotion packs are not as good as those. Okay, the monthly pack. The Blessing of Hope for $4.99 is super worth. I just haven't bought it yet because it costs actual money and I have to like, open up the client, use my credit card and all that. But this is worth it. Blessing of Hope, get that. If you care about getting more currency, that's fine. Now, monthly summon chest. Here's one that is a better value than the 2 to 1. 10 secret fates is 1,500 currency worth of pulls. You are getting that for 680. So it is a 54% savings. That means it's better than the exchange shop 2 to 1. This is one I am going to purchase, and I will do that right here as we speak. The weekly summon pack, unfortunately, is worse than that. It is 20 pulls for 1,680. If this was 20 pulls for 1,500, it would be as good as these purchasable packs are. However, it's not, so it's a little bit worse, and so I will dodge that one. Then you get into some very specific packs here. I will just say I don't recommend any of the remaining ones with a little bit of a caveat. Caveat 1 is I have no idea how to value Primordial Dust yet. Like, I'm not there in my account. They're claiming this is 73% off, but they've shown a tendency to overvalue a few other things like all gacha games do. So I would dodge this one for now, but maybe put a little pin in it for later. The other ones in here that seem like they might be onto something are these like radiant powder ones. Say you just need 7,000 radiant powder. This is $1. It's $1. 60 is $1. So you're getting a 1-to-1 trade plus 7,000 radiant powder and 5,000 coins. If you want to buy a few of those, go for it. They're $1. Like if you just need more radiant powder and that's holding you back, drop $1 and go get it. Support the devs. You know what I mean? So that's fine because you're getting that 1-for-1 trade plus whatever you might need in a pinch. So I don't hate those very much and they're cheap. Like the monthly training pack, same thing right here. It's a little bit more, 44% value again. I don't know, all of those are fine, but none of them are screaming at me like insta buy. And then once again, in the weekly purchase limit packs, you have a free one. Make sure you're getting your freebie every week. Here, you have the Primordial Powder Box again. I don't know how to value those yet, like I said before. And then I just think they have Castalia a little overvalued. They're saying right here, you go 1-for-1 Hope Luxites and you get a Castalia. At least this one's cheap. And maybe if you just needed one Castalia in a pinch, at least right here, you are getting your 1-for-1 Hope Luxite trade and that Castalia. So it's better than like the other Castalia pack. And then the weekly stamina box. Here's an interesting one. And this is one I could see a lot of people buying and I wouldn't even think it's a bad idea. 200 is what, 612, it's like just over $3 and you're getting 2 endurance potions, which admittedly isn't a lot, but you are getting better than a 1-to-1 trade into your Hope Luxites. And you get tin canned octopuses, which you can use for instant sweeping to like speed up your grinding for a day or something like that. So I could see this one being purchased a couple of times. The weekly stamina box, and that's a fine one. I can't look at the weekly selection chest yet, and I can't look at the weekly tarot chest yet. Those are a little bit, the tarot chest a little bit more expensive. The selection chest is 60, it's $1. If this has something good in it, I would say it's probably fine. And those, you guys, are the things I have purchased so far. A couple other things I want to mention, and these are answers to questions that I've seen. Wish coupons. People have been asking me, what are wish coupons? These are the things that you use in like that barrel skin event that we have right now. So that's what those are. So don't think you're getting this and getting to go pull with them. This is not Genshin Impact. You don't pull with stuff called a wish. Nameless Tarot lets you rename your character for 200 currency. Those are the only two I've really seen questions about. I'm not far enough in to have enough of any of these currencies yet to be like saying much about them. These though, the proof of reputation, this is what you get from like your friends. Just make sure you add your friends. And if you ever need like some common EXP in a pinch, is day 2 of the game, day 3 of the game, and I have 5,000 of this. So it seems like you can come in here and spin this kind of at will and feel pretty good about it. Other than that, memory crystals, this is something you'll get a lot later in the game as you are maxing characters and pulling dupes. They will convert here. I believe that's how that said. Yep. Any memory shards exceeding the amount needed for a breakthrough will be reclaimed as these. And then insignias, haven't got any of these yet. Tower conquest, haven't done tower yet. So there we go, guys. That's the questions that I've been seeing and answers to those and what I've bought. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you all for watching and I'll catch you next time. Peace.